Patriots exec Mike Lombardi said that Cam Newton is what makes the Patriots good enough to dethrone Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs. Cam's ability to convert third downs as a playmaker is one reason. And another reason is that with the departure of Brady, the offense is no longer, quote, limited. Brady's lack of mobility and age. Shannon, with this analysis.
There's a reoccurring theme here, Skip Bayless. There's a reoccurring theme. It seems to me you're the only man on this island that Tom Brady is, he been doing it. Tom Brady can still do this, yada, yada, yada.
I think two other men are on my island, Bruce Arians and Jason Light.
No. I mean, they got no choice. I mean, they got to get A. The Glazer family say, y'all got to come on with it now. We pay y'all these big bucks and y'all giving us whammies. So either get good or get gone. Back to my original point, Skip Bayless. Look, he has some compelling points, but they couldn't now. But homeboy, after 3 years starting that, we saw what he did. His first year starting, 55,000. Never been done before. Well, Peyton Manning did it. In his second year, and then follows that up with a Super Bowl MVP. And Skip, remember he said, man, I just started learning how to read defenses about 8 games into my second year starting. Imagine when he gets a master's degree in understanding defenses, which he has now. It's over. Not beating him. And I get it. Now, Cam will be able to extend plays on third down. If it's 3rd and 8, there's a chance that even if the play is not there, he could get it with his legs. 3rd and 15, Cam can scramble and make things happen. He can make plays with his legs. Tom Brady can't even dream of making. Okay, we get that. But here's the problem, Skip. Because Cam's feet, accuracy is tied to feet. Cam doesn't have the best feet because a lot of times he throws off his back foot.
That's true.
The ball will sail. Sometimes it dips on him. So here's the thing with Tom. What Tom was, although Tom can get you first down with his feet, his receivers didn't create a whole lot of separation. But when they did, he would complete the pass. So let's just say all of a sudden, it's very few times they can create separation. It's on third down. The time that they do win, Cam overshoots him. You got to come out the field. You see, and so I think it's a plus and a minus. Now, if Cam had Brady's accuracy with his legs, now, Skip, okay, I can ride with Lombardi on this. I can see where he's going. A guy that has this kind of feet, has these kind of feet, and has the ability to complete a high percentage on third down. But that's not happening. Now, back to your guy and the reason why he made this. Skip, I don't know if you noticed this. On third down over the last 2 years, there have been 45 qualifying quarterbacks. Tom Brady was 32nd on yards per attempt. Is that good? 32 out of 45. Don't answer that just yet. On completion percentage. Now, Tom Brady is accurate. I'm talking about he's pinpoint. He's Andy Oakley accurate. Jenny, that's what they tell me. Of 45 qualifying quarterbacks on completion percentage on third down over the last 2 years. Skip like to use the term sample size. 2 years is a large sample size, right, Skip? He was 35th out of 45 qualifying quarterbacks. So you could understand why Lombardi will say that. That Cam will bring something that Tom Brady wasn't. You understand that, right, Skip? 45.
Is it my turn?
I just want to re-emphasize. Out of 45 qualifying quarterbacks, Tom Brady was 32nd in yards per attempt and 35th in completion percentage. Is that good?
My turn?
Yeah, your turn.
Oh, good. Thank you very much. First, allow me to put Michael Lombardi in some perspective. Michael Lombardi knows football. I will give you that. But Michael Lombardi spent 2014 to 2016 as Bill Belichick's right-hand man in the front office of the New England Patriots. Michael loves Bill Belichick. He's close with Bill Belichick. He's obviously rooting for Bill Belichick to show the world that he was the driving force of the Super Bowl teams, that he deserves the most credit for those 6 Super Bowl championships and 9 appearances, right? So, obviously, Michael Lombardi believes that signing Cam Newton was a genius move by Bill Belichick to wait everybody out until you got him on the cheap. You got him for 1 year at, what is it, a max of $7.5 million.
Yeah.
And it may be it may turn out to be a genius move, but Michael is presupposing in everything that he wrote in The Athletic that Cam will flip that switch and immediately turn back into Superman Cam, 2015 MVP Cam. And if he does, Belichick will look like a genius once again.
Correct.
It is possible that Cam will walk into Foxborough and say, I don't need a locker room. I just need a phone booth. Just show me a phone booth because that's where I'm going to get dressed for games because I'm going to be doing this
He's going to do a lot of that.
He's going to be Clark Kenting the NFL.
Yeah.
Superman,
It's
right?
going to be cold up there, so he's going to be pulling that overcoat. That's an overcoat he's going to be opening up.
He may be. But here's my problem. Just for the record, I get all the, by the way, all the third down stats that Michael used, they're from Cam's 9 years in Carolina. Some of them are from the last 4, but a bulk of those third down conversions came in the first 5 years in Carolina, including the MVP year in 2015.
Right.
But Cam has been extraordinary on third down. 61 of his 182 touchdown passes came on third down, the most in any down. That is all-time. His rush yards, 1,696 of them came on third down. That's the most of any down for rushes for Cam, rushing yards for Cam. Okay, I give you that, but that's a 9-year sample size as opposed to the last 4.
Right.
So you threw a stat at me about Brady. You threw several stats. How about this one? Over the last 4 years on third down, Cam completed 53% of his passes on third down over the last 4 injury-plagued, performance-plagued years in Carolina.
Correct.
53% was his completion rate on third down.
Okay.
That ranked 46th of qualified quarterbacks over that 4-year period. That's not very good. Now he goes to New England. And again, limitations. Again, the point from Michael Lombardi, and trust me, you know where it came from.
Where it came from?
It came straight from the horse's mouth.
No, it didn't.
Or the horse's something mouth. It came from Bill Belichick, who is telling Michael Lombardi, hey, if Tom was coming back, we were going to change a lot of things because of his limitations at age 43. Okay, the Buccaneers, according to Rick Stroud, who's covered the Buccaneers for years, he's an all-time great reporter in the Tampa Bay market. He reported that the inside, the deep, going as deeply as he could into the internal sources that he has of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, they saw no discernible drop-off last year in Tom Brady. And I've told you from the start, he actually did the most last year with the least he's ever had to work with. He got them in position to be the 2 seed and have a week off to start the playoffs. And Belichick's defense fit the bit.
But Skip, it happens.
Okay, it happens, but I can't give you any more than he got them to that point. He was that good. He was good enough last year, in which, by the way, he was #1 in the National Football League in percentage of completions on deep passes into tight windows, because he had nothing but tight windows to throw into. So on 20-plus yard completions, nobody completed more tight window, deeper throws, 20-plus yards, than Thomas, Edward, Patrick, Brady Jr. Nobody did in the whole league. And the Bucs are watching the tape saying, what's not to like about that? Because his receiving core, again, ranked 22nd last year. His tight end unit as a group was the least productive tight end unit in all of football. His offensive line pass blocking by Pro Football Focus ranked 14th, which is not terrible, but it's middle of the pack.
Right.
So don't tell me that's going to be great for Cam, as Michael Lombardi suggested it would be. He's going to have solid protection. Dante Scarnecchia is the greatest offensive line coach ever. He just retired. It's for a second time, but I think this time is permanently retired.
Right.
Is Cam going to love that? Are they going to be all-time great? Or are they going to just throw a bunch of sort of mismatched cogs out there and suddenly come into this adhesive, unified whole and protect Cam Newton like crazy, the best he's ever had in his career? I think not.
No, probably not.
So the point is, in Tampa over the last 4 years, he went 23 and 23 as a starter with a QBR on a scale 0 to 100 in Carolina. At 44 was his QBR over the last 4 years. QBR never loved Cam to start with because he's not that accurate.
Right.
But he does do a lot of good things that get included in QBR with his legs.
Correct.
Or his big plays on third down. That ups your status in QBR.
And plus the thing was, Skip, it would help. I mean, a lot of times his QBR was so low and it gets brought up because of his plays on third down, but his interception, he turned the ball over too. QBR does not like turnovers. And Cam had a bunch of those.
So all of a sudden, he's now strapped with the receiving core that was, according to Pro Football Focus, dead last.
Watch how he made it look.
Separation, dead last in the league in getting open. Nobody got open less than the Patriots got open last year, and Brady had him in position to be the 2 seed. That is all-time great.
Cam said, everything I need to make the dish that you're talking about is in the kitchen.
So Michael Lombardi went so far that after he wrote this piece, he did a radio interview, I believe it was in Boston, in which he suggested, yeah, they're now good enough with Cam Newton